You know, when we were kids, and I'm talking strictly to my fellow late 90s kids out there were games we played, not because they were good, but because it was all we had. Before we could just go on the internet and search up new games or see what everyone else was playing. Maybe it was because we saw the cover and thought it looked cool, or our parents came home one night with a new game and we didn't care about how good it was, how good the voice acting was, how amazing the graphics were, or how repetitive it ended up being. All we cared about was how fun it was. I know the feeling of playing a childhood game and years later, after you've grown up, it pops into your head again, and all you can remember about it are very specific details. The clothing the character was wearing, a certain cutscene, hell, even the main menu. And you end up scouring the internet trying to find it, and eventually you do. You sit back and reminisce on simpler times while watching the gameplay. You scroll down to the comments and see dozens of other people talking about how they played this game as a kid and had completely forgotten it, and now how great it is to finally have the name of the game fresh in their mind again. I remember for me, it was Grand Theft Auto 3. All I could remember about it was green cargo pants and a leather jacket. Now granted, that was probably 10 years ago when I rediscovered it, and it's not like it's an obscure game or anything, but recently at the ripe old age of 25, I came across a different game I used to play as a kid. James Cameron's Dark Angel. Now this is a game I didn't even get past the first level because I could never figure out where to go, and I could never save it because I never got far enough to hit a save point. Maybe I did, but I was pretty dumb as a kid, so I probably just didn't know how to save. So I played the first level over and over and over again as a child. It's a really simple brawler game that wasn't well received at all when it came out, and clearly a forgotten game of the past, unlike other games from the time. Even today when searching for it, there's only one playthrough on YouTube, I think one retrospective, and then a bunch of trailers from 12 years ago uploaded by IGN. Now this isn't a video about that game really, just an example of how simpler gaming was back then. I've been replaying this game recently on my Steam Deck via emulation, and there's so many issues with it that stand out to me now that I'm older, and I've played hundreds of games from terrible to amazing. There isn't a real lock-on system, there isn't really any combo system either, you just mash X or square and chain together 4 attacks. There's a stealth system that's just pointless and many other examples, but for some reason, I'm still enjoying myself playing it. Like, the main meat of the game, which is punching and kicking people, is satisfying, but I feel like if I never played this as a kid, I wouldn't even be bothered to play it now. I know that there are thousands of terrible games out there that probably failed commercially, but a lot of them still ended up in our PlayStations and Xboxes, and we played them and we enjoyed them. I know that for you watching this right now, there's probably some obscure game that you liked as a kid that's been forgotten to time, and I'm here today to tell you to download that emulator, find that game somewhere online, and play it again, because for a lot of these games, it might be the last time that they're ever played. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope maybe I gave you a little bit of nostalgia for all those childhood memories that we all share together.